Q4 turbo. Alright guys, welcome to another video. We got home to Ibisu last night from an FD round and some decisions were made on the car and what we're going to do with it. So there's a lot of work being done, but the first thing we had to do was get the car on a dyno. So we're actually on the way to the dyno right now to actually figure out how much power this car is making. Then after that, we're going to weigh the car and kind of like figure out what kind of power we need and what kind of weight loss we need for the car. This car is going on a Jenny Craig diet because she is heavy, and I cannot wait to prove certain people wrong about the weight of this car because she is heavy. I drive the thing, it's heavy, right? Anyway, there's a lot of modifications going on. I will bring you more up to date with them as time goes on, but today, dyno, get the car weighed. So let's go do that. Look at this. This is like a 180 shell. Weeds growing over it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool cars here. And then also this car. Look at this little race car thing. Turbo K car.
Like 240 horsepower.
It makes 240 horsepower. What'd they put in it? Freaking Hayabusa engine?
No.
It's still a 3-cylinder.
Yeah, it's still a 3-banger. Well, it's like 220 or something like that.
Jesus.
He originally had it like, it was originally 240, but he does the stamina type races.
Yeah.
And it wasn't lasting, so they he dropped the boost and everything down. And then I think he went with a smaller bore when he rebuilt the engine. So it still has an auto engine in it. It's just, there's nothing left to do with it, you know?
Dude, that's ridiculous. I'm at like, it's 660 cc's. How do you make that much horsepower? 660.
I think it's at
Like
700 plus cc's, and then it was 4-wheel drive. He made it front-wheel drive for weight reduction, and yeah.
Still 700 cc is not much. What's it got, like 500 pound of boost? It's probably just got all the boost. How much boost do you want? Yes.
I rode in it one time and it was terrifying because it's like a mosquito on steroids, because it's just, it just gets in the wind, and the suspension is really set because he was racing up in Highland up in Sendai, and he's been to like Sugo and a couple other. So for this small shop, they've taken like 2nd and 3rd place with like the major races with HCAS and all of them. So
what's this place called?
Clipping Point.
Clipping Point. So first run, it just spun, but hopefully there's some heat gets in the tires and it can hold the car. But we'll see. It only made 280 horsepower because it'll spin. Horsepower, still spinning. Whopping 420 horsepower. I just drove Suzuka with 420 horsepower up against 1000 horsepower 3.4 JZs. Nice. To be honest, it doesn't feel that low. I was thinking more 500, 550 mark, but obviously it's pretty damn low. So it's gonna be awesome once we get the cans in this thing, tune it, we get it on a hub dyno. I think it's still slipping a little bit on the back, but it's about what she made. A bit low for this engine and fuel setup, but just proves what we've been driving with. Alright, since the dyno's done, time to weigh the car and see how much this bitch needs to go on a diet because she heavy. All right, so we just set up all the scales. They're using a really good set of scales. It's like a wireless, what do they call? Proform.
Proform wireless.
Really, really fancy set of scales. No cables, wireless. So the only thing we gotta do is drive it on and see how heavy that bitch is.
What about Mr. Gregory? Is he still here? Yeah, they went over to clipping point.
Alright, so we just rolled the car on the scales. I'm kind of nervous of this because I really don't want to be wrong. Alright, let's see how heavy she is. Look at that. This is a heavy car. But also, look at the weight split on this car. This car's nearly 50-50 all four corners. Obviously I'm not in the car. But that's pretty good weight balance, so gotta be happy with that. But yeah, she's heavy. And really, really heavy. Alright, let's inform you guys, what are we doing with this thing? Obviously, you know we're trying to make it lighter. But there's a lot more to it than that. Obviously, 1, make car lighter. 2, rear-mount radiator. 3, trans tunnel. Repaint the car entirely inside and out. So it's going a completely different color, which I'll reveal to you eventually. But yeah, right now, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to cut this thing, where I'm going to put the firewall, and how I'm going to mount this fuel cell. The fuel cell is cool because Rob did that cutout for me this morning. I'll show you that in a second, but I'm thinking, might snip it to there, across this line here, and start curving it down. And then we'll plate all that in. Alright, so this is the rhodium fuel casing, even punched apart and I've read it. Anyway, I'm just tacking it together. This is going to be our dummy fuel tank. I was going to cut it out of cardboard. Rob decided to make it out of steel. Just going to cut it and figure it out. Update, I'm still trucking along with this. I'm just putting the inner guards in now, getting that sorted. I had to just straighten this because that had a little hit. I got that cut out for the fuel cell, and with some trimming that should fit into there. And that'll probably do me for the night because I think we've done pretty good for the day. Update on the car. So last night I got that inner wheel well done. That plate on the inside is done. We just got to seam seal a lot of stuff. I just need to make this plate here to block all that off. I got a bit lazy last night and I was starting to make mistakes, so I just started to call it because it was like 10 o'clock and I was super tired, busting ass all day. So today's game plan is obviously do that side, get the tank mount in, and we can start possibly looking at the rear firewall. Tell us about your S14.
It's an S14. Some Japanese people made it a long time ago. I happened to run across some Japanese people in my travels across the world, and they gifted that to me because I'm an excellent ambassador to the people.
Let's have a look at this
Okay.
beauty under the bonnet.
So it's all, of course, custom wiring, and the engine mounts. Rob made the engine mounts. I did all the wiring. The fuel setup, I did that. The bash bar and everything was from the old build, so we kept that. My little banana builds, we kept that.
I can make it to your first track day because this will be sick to see in action.
It's still gonna be a while for track day because I got
know.
a front suspension, and you know, and it's coming out of my pocket. So
Is that a shot at me?
Huh? No,
Is
no,
that
no.
a shot?
He doesn't have a Lewis. He doesn't have a Lewis.
Hey, I don't know these people, man. I'm just talking reality and facts. That's it. So, I mean, get her running and then we can get her walking.
So there's the rear mount rad. So AN16.
Yeah.
Really nice. But yeah, super cool build, man. Well done.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, we keep it private. This is my private dancer, like Tina Turner.
So this is Rob's powder coating room. As you can see, it's a pretty big oven. You built that, yeah?
Yeah, it's all
Sick.
hand built. It's not something easily acquired in Japan.
Nope. And the powder coating room. And he's got Johnny's manifold. He's done something pretty special on Johnny's manifold. That's the last one. There you go, Johnny. There's your forward-facing plenum. Orange with dicks. So I guess if you want anything creative, powder coating wise, Big D's coating. Obviously, he's not going to do dicks unless you ask for him. But yeah, anything cool, Nissan badges in sort of powder coating, anything you want, he can do it. In Japan, guys. So just, oh god, look at that. All right, bake it. So this is the upstairs area of Big D's. There's something pretty fancy in the back here. Wow, look at this, guys. Hey, Rob.
Yes, sir.
Is this a 260 or a 240?
That's a 300. It's just the, no, it's a 240, but it's the
The
two,
four,
like, the two, yeah, the 2 plus 2
4-seater
or whatever.
version?
Yeah. They're less desirable than the.
It's still
two-seater,
super cool.
Yeah.
It's been sitting up here for a while, but it's got
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah. He was gonna do SR20 swap, but now I don't know what direction he's going. He changes his mind weekly.
All right. You got a couple K cars up here. Another paint booth. I guess a smaller K car booth. A couple of FD shells. Ooh. Another FD shell over there. What's that wagon over in the corner there?
Luce.
A Luce?
Yeah, Luce wagon.
What the hell's a Luce wagon?
Luce wagon.
It's a Luce wagon. And then this was supposed to be the 180 shell. Oh, the 180 trailer.
Yeah, it's in work.
In work. This is going to be sick. Hopefully we see this at Ibisu soon enough, and we'll be cruising with a barbecue in the back and sitting in the back while getting towed by something. It's S14 shell with a tube front, a Crash 180, a couple of K cars. There's the K car we hopped in and did the K car racing, which is sick. Here's a 33 that's all cut to hell with, what is it, S chassis, front steering, with the boxes made and stuff like that, so that's cool. You do a lot of work here, don't you, Rob?
Yeah. Boredom.
Boredom.
Keeping busy. There's a
Oh,
nice,
there's another FD shell. There's 3 FD shells. Dude's got 3 FD shells. Well, this one's nice and clean.
This one's not shell. This one I've had for about 23 years. I've had this longer than I've had my daughter.
Jesus Christ. So this is 13B?
Yeah, I bought it. It had 18,000 clicks on it. It's got like 30,000 clicks on it now.
Oh my God.
But it's a hybrid FD FC Cosmo 13B. It's got Cosmo 13B intake.
That's
And,
cool.
yeah.
Never really known much about these rotaries, but super cool.
Needs a turbo and a computer and it'd be good to go.
And then,
And a bath.
yeah, I was gonna say, might need a little bit more than that. But, and then this Baja buggy thing. So he's got a lot of stuff up here. There's a Mercury front end for the Mercury that's sitting down the bottom there. Couple of hoists, tire changes. Dude, there's so much stuff up here. And then there's still another story, but we'll save that for another day because I gotta come back here eventually. All right, car update for today. So we finished that. We got that side, the plates. I just finished all the stitching on the right side tub. Just gonna make these plates again. And then we're pretty well done, that kind of stuff. The car's pretty well trimmed back to where I need it to be. And I gotta sink the tank in. And we'll keep trucking along. So now we'll just transfer that to a bit of steel, cut it out, weld it on the car. Alright, as you can see, all done. Alright, that is good enough for a drift car. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's all covered by a cell anyway. So that's all good. I'll probably end the video here, guys. Thank you for watching, if you made it all the way to the end. But yes, we've made some great progress on the 15. A lot of the boring kind of attaching stuff to the original body is done. Hopefully after this, we are gonna be having fun, making new structures for the car, and I'm so excited for that. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll keep going with it, guys. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.